first. Listen, all the smoke. We're going to get back to some of the basketball. Listen, catch the people who maybe don't know about your music up on your music.
Oh, yeah.
What you working on right now?
So I'm about to drop a single with Jason Nelson called Champion. I'm a champion. My album is nominated for 4 Stellar Awards this year. I actually opened the Stellar Awards last year.
Yep.
As a new artist in the pandemic, going from behind the scenes writing songs like Better for Bishop Hezekiah Walker. I Survived It for Ricky Dillard. I Worship You for Vashawn Mitchell, and Wes Morgan's God Will Get Me Through. Man, and the list goes on and on of songs. Your Name for Demetrius West is on the charts right now. And then, being on the charts as a songwriter and being on the charts as an artist is an honor and a privilege, man. I'm in some categories where the albums that are nominated, I got songs on them. Ricky Dillard's new album, I got song. I'm the first song on that record. E. Dewey, I got song on that. Kevin Lemons, I got 2 songs, and I'm leading on his album. So nice. I'm all over the place on this ballot, even as an artist and as a songwriter. So I'm just grateful, man, that God gave me the gift and talent to write and songs that bless nations all over the world. People are singing my material, and I'm just grateful for it. You're All I Need. We dropped it again, and it's featuring Bishop Hezekiah Walker. You can go get it. My album is called God Made It Beautiful. That's the one that's nominated. And I got signed right before the pandemic and had to sit. So imagine going from waiting all of these years from the Righteous Riders, writing all these songs that people are singing for the last 10 or 15 years. And then you finally get your opportunity going from independent, dropping 4 albums to getting signed on my first album my second album nationally after the Righteous Riders. And then I had to sit. And it's just a testament of how God works. It has been one of the best seasons of my life.
That's awesome.
Literally. I was on Jack Harlow's last album as well.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So God is amazing. Yeah. I'm just grateful. And I'm telling you right now, the East is coming to bring it. We're not playing. Ain't no, but I'm from a bucket state. Yeah, we don't have no NBA
That's all right.
Team, but look at how many NBA players are from the University of Kentucky and the University of Louisville.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my good partners graduated from Louisville, Trey Lewis. Yeah. Played with Donovan. Yeah, walking by.
I mean, and the list goes on. How many of them was in the playoffs? We are hoop state. Mm-hmm. So, even the cats that didn't take it as a profession, we was playing street ball.
That's good.
So we coming with the hood ball too. So don't play. Don't come out there, with your fancy. Don't get all your little fancy haircuts with all your little lines and all that in it. We ain't on that. We coming gutter, and we gonna come and we gonna hoop, and we run around ain't no prancing down the court. We ain't doing that. We hooping.
This is gonna be interesting.
Leave your prance at home.
Leave the prance at home, man. Leave the reindeer prance at home. We coming with the smoke all day.
Oh my goodness, Jason! Listen, it's wonderful hearing you talk about all the amazing things that God is doing in your life and your career. But give us one thing that you had no idea that God was going to do.
I had no idea, or I did not know.
You didn't know? You didn't have an inkling? It wasn't even in the lane? Yeah.
It wasn't even in the inkling that I was going to open the Stellar Awards last year. Mm-hmm. As a new artist, newly signed artist, I opened the awards. I was laying on my bed watching my son play Fortnite and got the call, and they was like, yo, can you open up the awards? I was like, what?
Wow.
And they was like, yeah. And they was like, can you get Bishop to do You're All I Need with you? Sure. I called Bishop. He was on his way to Orlando. I said, hey, they want me to open the awards. He said, sure, let's do it. I'm already going to be there. And I couldn't believe it. And then a year later, I actually started off with 9 nominations. And then on the main ballot, I got 4 nominations. So I'm grateful just period. And the crazy thing about it is I say this, you know, he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And the reason why I say that is because this has been years of preparation in ministry and different things. I've been through a whole lot. I'm still serving at my church. I got off the stage just a minute ago, leading praise and worship, and came to my car. I've been in my church 17 years. I have not jumped ship. Even when it got rough, I stayed because the Lord told me to stay. And we got to be careful with jumping and moving, and be still until it's time, you know, until God is ready to transition you into the next season of your life. And I want to say that to every artist, every person that has dreams and goals. Know that you're called to this, and not that you're just trying to put out songs.
That's good.
That is good. Can you talk about the importance of not staying in a box? Listen, I've listened to you over the years. You started off in hip hop, and you know you've been able to develop your own sound, but also write for other great creatives. You know, within the CCM gospel. Talk about the importance of gospel music not being boxed in, and artists like yourself and other artists being able to express themselves, their artistic expression freely.
So you have to study where our music came from. Thomas Dorsey was a jazz guy when he started gospel music, and he took hymns and kind of beefed them up, and the church really didn't like that. He was directing the choirs and everything, and was bringing another sound into it. Andre Crouch was working with Disney and everything. Walter Hawkins and them, and the Winans and Commission, and Fred Hammond and Hezekiah Walker and Donald Lawrence. Orlando Draper, God rest his soul. Ricky Dillard. Everybody found their niche and found who they were. And you just gotta learn how to learn from the ones that have gone before you. And let's not lose our flavor and who we are. You know what I mean? I love the CCM music, and I do both. I'm on both sides, but there's something rich about what God has given us in gospel music, and it's Black people. You know what I mean? Let me just say it 100%. You know, we've been through a lot in our time and in our culture, and a lot of those songs were birthed out of the pain and the struggle of different times in our lives. You know, a lot of us weren't born with silver spoons in our mouth. You know, we had to work from not being born into wealth, and work our way up the ladder. So I just want to say that, you know, you just got to stay true to who God has called you to be. It's good to learn and glean from people, but access the power and the anointing and the gifts that are inside of you, and cultivate them. You know, you got to. When I was out with the Riders, that helped my stage presence as a praise and worship leader and a choir director. At the time, I didn't know it. You know what I mean? But at that time, I was singing all the hooks and learning how to work the stage, and it was preparing me for the next season and getting me ready for those seasons. So it's just watch where you're planting your tree. Make sure you're planting it next to a river and not a pond.